So Apple's iPhone 14 is basically right around the corner, but they seem to be having some issues with actually making the phone. So this is basically a direct result from the recent China and Taiwan tensions. And basically the big problem here is Apple is one of TSMC's absolute biggest customers, and basically how the production for the Apple products, at least for the iPhone, works is TSMC is a semiconductor manufacturer. They basically make chips that go into the iPhones, right? And then those chips are shipped from TSMC in Taiwan to China into the Pegatron factory where the phones are actually assembled. But now, because of the tensions, China is restricting what can be imported into the country and such. There's pretty weird restrictions going on, and Apple is trying to deal with this by removing the labels made in Taiwan and the Republic of China. It's all pretty weird, and they're also trying to shift the production of at least some of the iPhone 14s into the Foxconn factory they have in India. So the past few years with COVID, and particularly this year with Russia and Ukraine, if these events taught us anything useful, is that we really need to have very diverse supply chains and manufacturing. That is why many countries around the world are trying to make their own chips, getting that part of the industry, rolling, so that they are not literally completely dependent on China and Taiwan for manufacturing chips and various electronics. Now, a delayed iPhone 14 launch would of course suck, but this is a very minor issue in the whole realm of what can actually happen because of these China and Taiwan tensions. So a pretty unfortunate situation. Many companies, not just Apple, are suffering because of this, because TSMC obviously makes a ton of chips and China obviously assembles a ton of electronics. So but Apple is a gigantic company. They have a lot of people, they have a lot of money, so shifting the assembly to some other country shouldn't be that big of a deal for them. Maybe the iPhone 14 launch might be a little bit delayed, maybe the supply might be a little bit low, but overall I think Apple should be fine.